Peace and high frequencies, everybody. Blackfit Witch, the Dream Oracle, is here. Now, I want to tap into the dream that I had on yesterday because I did have the opportunity to share yesterday, and I got a little time right now. And the dream and then the energy all connects, and there's a message on where we should be and how we should conduct ourselves in regards to understanding the energies that's out at this time. So in the dream, I was traveling with my astral family. I have an astral traveling family, of course. I've shared that before. And I was traveling with them. We were going somewhere, and we had separated from another group that we were with. And I ended up running away from a lot of things that was going on in this land we were in. It was a lot of chaos going on, and people were losing stuff, people were upset, people were mad. And it was like the biblical story of Sodom and Gomorrah, when they're telling Lot's wife not to look back or you'll turn into a pillar of salt. So what I was seeing was, when I was running away from the chaos with my astral travel family, I turned around, I looked, and I saw people just fighting. And as they were arguing, the intensity of the argument built up until hands, and they was fighting, and then other people joined into the fight. And then I turned back around. I was like, let me just keep forward. I got to stay on mission. So I just kept forward, and I was looking for, we had a what you call those, I can't even think of the name of it, the little travel Winnebagos or something, I think you call them, when you travel with your family in it across country, across states. I was looking for that because I had one, and I was looking to where I needed to park it so I could get all my family in and we could leave, my astral family in and we could leave. So I'm looking, I'm running with my family, we're running, we're looking for places to go to get it and where we could park it so we could leave. So I run into, my camera turned. I run into someone that I know in this plane, highly spiritual brother. Peace to Brahman Bobby. If you check it out, there's Brahman Bobby popped up at the end of my dream while I was looking for a place to park the van, and he stopped me. And this is when the dream got really colorful. Like, that's when I really started to see colors. I remember he came close to my face. It was like right in front of me. It was almost like face to face almost. But I was looking up, and he was sharing with me directions where I should go. He was telling me, don't go that way, go around to pick up the van. He said, and you need to park. He was telling me where I need to park it, right? And I was like, RV, that's what it is, RV, that's what it is. I just saw a sign that was up there as I drive, said RV Memphis, okay? Oh, that was meant for me to see, right? So RV. So he was telling me where to get the RV, where to park it, where to put it, and all of that, and where we need to go. He was giving me directions. So yesterday I pondered. I really didn't understand the dream. I was just like, okay, I really didn't know. So I really didn't sit with it at all, but the sequence of events that happened yesterday brought me to an understanding of what's going on. So later on yesterday evening, I was at a reception, and I get a phone call from my sister, and she's upset. She's on the phone. She didn't even say hey to me. She just started going off on me. And I let her have that energy, right? And I got off the phone. I'm just like, not getting into that. But of course, as a Cancer sign, water sign, when someone does that, because we're sensitive, even though we don't indulge ourselves in that energy, it still is like in the back of our mind, like, what is that? What is going on? Like, I don't appreciate you treating me like this and talking to me like this, And so I woke up this morning, my niece called me. She said that she did the same thing to her, and she's just in a bad mood about some things that's going on in her life, which I understand. So in the dream, remember, the people were engaging in an argument. The argument ended up escalating to a fight, right? And so I thought about it. I was like, that was that chaotic energy that she held. And she was trying to bring that to me. And if I had indulged myself into that energy, that chaotic energy, it would have grown into more and more and more, which would have took it all out of context. And I was able to navigate around that and navigate her as well as my energy, not to even indulge that spirit, right? Not to even indulge that spirit in any type of way of what it was trying to pull out of me, so it could feed itself more negativity. All right, because we feed energies like that. All right, so that's the message I really want to share with you all, because as we are attaining more, as we are manifesting the wake up of the collective, as we are using our light language, as we are working in our healing capabilities, as we are working as warriors to raise up the frequency in this realm, of course, there are going to be spirits, energies, and entities that are going to come to us in forms of family members, in forms of friends, in forms of spouses, in forms of co-workers, all right, supervisors, bosses, mothers, fathers, uncles, just, different types of people that are able to pull at our trigger. That's the word. They're able to trigger us. All right. And we know it's only them that really can trigger us, because it's only really them that we have so much care and love for. So we know it's easy for them to say something and then indulge us, and then we become triggered, and then we start to feed that entity and feed that spirit. But I want you all to be wiser than that. All right? I want you all to be more knowing than that. All right? You see it like in the dream. I look back, I saw it, and other people engaged in the chaos, but I kept on mission. All right? You have to keep on mission. When you are walking this spiritual walk and you're raising your frequency and you start to walk in a higher frequency, you're doing this on a daily 24/7 basis. It becomes second nature. So when someone calls you or says something to you, or at your job, they, send you an email, or, my phone fell out. Or they send you an email, or they say something that's out of the way that they shouldn't say to you, because you're a God being. You're a God body, right? Then they don't know who you are. Or maybe they do. They probably do know who you are. That's why they're trying to test you. But don't indulge them. Don't allow it to trigger you. Okay? Don't even be in that space for them to trigger you. Talk and speak and acknowledge the entity and being that you're speaking to, and then walk in your godhood with your protection, and then receive words and messages that you need to say to this being. And don't fall into their trap of exchanging the same energy with them that they're giving to you. We work in a higher frequency, all right? So if someone calls you, call you a bitch, if someone calls you and go off on you and say you ain't shit and you need to do this, you need to do that, and I heard this about you, and this, that, and the third, don't exchange energy with them. But first and foremost, correct them. All right? We ain't going to let nobody just talk any kind of way to us. We're going to correct them. You're not going to talk to me like this. First of all, you need to choose your words a little bit carefully, because the way that you coming to me is incorrect. And maybe I need to show you how this should be done, because obviously you don't know. So we have to learn how to deal with these energies and entities and put them in their place. Put them in their place calm, tone just like this. This is how I was talking to her. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can send the information to my email. All right. Once you get all the information, then shoot it to my email. Because I'm not having this conversation right now. Okay, that's fine. You can feel the way that you want to feel. At the end of the day, send me all the information here. Email me. And then I get to it when I get to it. But you taking up my time, space, and energy for a conversation that's on a lower frequency is something that I'm not doing. I want to engage with, because you are the dominant energy. The high frequency is the dominant energy, not the low frequency. So don't let the low frequency vibe pull you in. And you're going to see this more and more, because we're getting into new earth, y'all. We raising up. We raising up at a rapid rate. And now I'm talking about the collective coming into the awakening. And you're going to see so many things manifest, just like on Divine Honey. On her page, when she talks about the cosmic partnerships, we're coming in connection with our cosmic partner. A lot of things that are happening right now have never been before, right? And we are the ones that is ushering all of this in. All right, so we got to stay mindful. We got to stay working in our positive energy. We have to. All right, so as always, I'm going to leave you in peace and, as I park, high frequencies, everybody.